Hello everyone, and welcome to this year's Solution Challenge Demo Day, brought to you by Google Developer Student Clubs. My name is Rachel Francois, and I'll be your host today. Believe it or not, this is the 5th year we've all come together to make Solution Challenge Demo Day a reality. And I couldn't be more excited to introduce this year's final 10 solutions. Thousands of university students from around the world use Google technology to address the United Nations' 17 Sustainable Development Goals, like finding ways to fight climate change, innovate global infrastructure, and ensure the good health and well-being of our global communities. A lot has led up to this year's Demo Day, and I would like to take a quick moment to celebrate all the work students have done in creating their solutions for everyday real-world challenges. Seeing as this is the Solution Challenge's 5th anniversary, what better way to celebrate than by looking back at what some of the previous winners have been up to and how their projects have evolved since participating in Solution Challenge. Let's take a look at some of their stories.
Since Demo Day last year, we got interviewed by a ton of local news networks. We also joined a local startup incubator program.
This year, we are planning to extend the collaboration with 5 more universities in Europe and also with a startup, shout out to Reminded, that is building a non-invasive medical device for mental health.
Actualmente Bassbuster se encuentra en el tema de aprender más sobre modelos de negocio, el tema de cómo se puede hacer de esto una startup o una empresa y que de esta idea se pueda hacer algo grande, ¿no? Nosotros hacemos voluntariado en una organización que se llama Universitario por los ODS para continuar haciendo proyectos tecnológicos.
Hopefully next year we will be able to bring the project to the Google Play platform to make it accessible to more people.
The Solution Challenge in 2020 helped me to become so much more confident in my technical skills and also helped me improve my soft skills and public speaking.
En lo personal me llevó a querer avanzar con este proyecto es meterme al campo de investigación científica. Durante la competencia y formando parte he visto el tema de la comunidad, que los estudiantes se apoyan. O si vas en grupo, en equipo, te vas ayudando como una comunidad como los GDSC.
This whole journey gave me so much more confidence to also try out new things. I joined the Google Developer Student Club of the Technical University of Munich as a core team member and later became the lead. After my term as a lead, I became a mentor of 5 new GDS leads. This experience basically helped me to land an internship at Google. Now that I've become so much more confident, so much more ways have basically opened in my life. So I would say that the very first Solution Challenge in 2020 made me to the person that I am today.
Solution Challenge has been an amazing and somewhat life-changing experience, and it's introduced us to exposure and opportunities that we couldn't have imagined before.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed listening to some of the students' stories. So here's what's on the agenda for today. We'll check out the demos for each of the final 10 teams. The judges will get the chance to meet the teams and ask questions about their projects. You'll get to vote on your favorite team for the People's Choice Award. And after we've seen all the demos, we will announce the winning 3 teams and the People's Choice Award. You may be asking, how do I vote for my favorite team? Great question. We'll use a tool called Slido to help everyone participate with us today. To access Slido on your laptop, phone, or tablet device, scan the QR code you see on the screen or add the text code GDSC24 into slido.com. If you're having trouble accessing Slido, feel free to interact in the YouTube live chat for support. As you chat, please be mindful of the community and keep your comments supportive. Also, if you're watching with us live, please share the fun by using the hashtag GDSCDemoDay on social media. Now, let's meet our phenomenal judges. Each of these judges bring diverse backgrounds that span expertise in areas like responsible AI, machine learning, Google Cloud, Flutter, and working with startups that focus on the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Our judges will introduce themselves during the Q&A to ask the students questions and learn more about each team's project. Judges will then score based on how the team's solution addresses the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals. Here are some examples of what the teams aim to solve for. Now that we've gone through the agenda for today, Let's get right into hearing from the final 10 teams and see what the student developers have been up to for this year's Solution Challenge.
Greetings, everyone. It's my pleasure to bring us to South Korea and introduce the ATTI team. ATTI is an app with a friendly voice assistant that helps people with mild dementia manage memory loss. The ATTI app was built using Firebase and Flutter and is tackling SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being. Welcome the creators from Bugyong National University.
Currently, Korea's aging population is rapidly increasing. What should be noted in this is the fact that aging is a risk factor of dementia. So we decided to deal with the problem of dementia in Korea, which is facing a serious aging population. Dementia patients have difficulty not only remembering past events, but also living their daily lives due to memory loss. This app is with the whole life of a dementia patient. We want to help the patient's difficulties by recalling past memories, managing current daily routines, and managing future schedules. This app serves to maintain the quality of life and promote well-being of dementia patients.
Then here's how to interact with the ATTI app. A dementia patient who logs into the app can recognize today's date, schedules, and routines. The user can have a recall conversation with ATTI with viewing the saved memory photo.
손주 이름은 김한별이야.
A conversation can evoke positive emotions and induce a sense of psychological stability.
얼마나 많이 사랑하는지 알지?
The user stores the memory photos so that the memory of a special day can be remembered. Since the alarm screen is turned on according to the schedule and routine time, the user may easily perform without forgetting to do. The dementia patient app is linked to the carer, who can check the report weekly.
This app will be serviced to help dementia patients. All the time for dementia patients.
Now, join me in welcoming Team ATTI and Judge Noah to the stage. I'll pass it over to Noah to introduce herself and ask some questions to the team. Over to you, Noah.
Hi, thank you, Rachel. My name is Noah Whitstone. I'm based in Tel Aviv, Israel. I work as a lead as part of Google's Startups for Sustainable Development program, where we work and empower global startups working on either of the UN SDG goals. So thank you, Team ATTI, for joining today. I'm really happy to meet you. I was really impressed by the way you lead compassionate tech in tackling this really difficult topic and issue, and also by your dedicated fieldwork, as it's clearly you've met a lot of people out there that suffer from dementia when building this solution. And that's part of the great challenges that longevity opposes, but then you build here a really good solution that shows a great potential for opportunities here. So thank you for that. And with that, I'll go to my first question for you. And the first question is regarding privacy and security. And I would ask, how does ATTI address and ensure robust data privacy and security?
Hi, I'm June. Thank you, Noah and Rachel, for having me. Privacy and security is important to ATTI because we work with health information. ATTI provides basic security leveraging Google's robust data governance and security policy infrastructure, and we will endeavor to enhance protection with additional security measures. First, at the M layer, we are using Google's Firebase to comply with basic security guidelines. In the future, we plan to further tighten the rules in Firebase and introduce two-factor authentication. Next, in terms of data processing, we will avoid collecting unnecessary information, adopt an opt-in opt-out approach, and utilize Google Cloud DLP to protect sensitive data. Throughout all of this, we want to follow the best practices guided by Google. We will apply the principle of least privilege and use a zero-trust model to enhance security. We will adhere to protocols such as HIPAA and GDPR, and where possible, We will spend time with our mentors doing security checks. ATTI knows the importance of data security and will continue to improve. Thank you.
Yes, so thank you for sharing that. And privacy really matters here, especially when you talk about the senior population who might not be as educated about using the data right. So here you really offer them an educational opportunity as well, and that's empowering them. So thank you for that. And for the second question regarding usability and engagement, I would ask, how does ATTI balance the need for active using participation with the need for easier, less demanding ways to help users with different levels of dementia?
Hi, I'm Hongju, and thank you for the question, Noah. The most important aspect of the ATTI app is its usability. According to the Center Dementia Center in Korea, 58% of dementia patients in their 60s have mild dementia. Initially, ATTI appeared to be usable by about 20% of mild dementia patients who were familiar with using smartphones. Through FGI and IDI, ATTI was developed to be usable even for those who are not proficient with smartphones. Here are two examples of many functional improvements. First, we minimized the number of pieces of information displayed on a single screen and expanded ATTI's voice guidance throughout the app. Second, we made notifications more noticeable with full screen. We made ATTI easy for about 50% of dementia patients to use, and we believe this naturally led to active participation from the users. ATTI is still in a transitional phase, and when patients are unable to use ATTI directly, they are to receive help from their caregivers. We will continue to develop ATTI through FGI and user testing to ensure that all dementia patients, including the remaining 40% of moderate to severe dementia patients, can use it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for this answer. And again, a great focus on your audience and understanding their needs. It is clear you are driven by research and real field work and meeting the people you really want to help. I would suggest here incorporating some metrics for this engagement so you can measure it later on and then keep prioritizing the user experience as it might just change as your audience over time. And generally, thank you for sharing that and focusing on such a meaningful and impactful topic.
Thank you so much, Noah, for those questions. And thank you, Team ATTI, for those super thoughtful responses. I agree with Noah about using technology in a very compassionate way for a pretty vulnerable audience. So great job. And that's it for questions for now. So thank you, Team ATTI.
Hi again. Next, I'm happy to introduce the Donut team. Donut leverages expiring gift cards as donations to improve the quality of life for teenagers in low-income families. Donut was built using Android, Google Cloud, Firebase, machine learning, and TensorFlow, and is focusing on SDG 1, no poverty, and 12, responsible consumption and production. Join me in welcoming the creators from Ewha Women's University.
Don't be wasteful. You can create value without being wasteful. Hi everyone, we are Team ZPE from GDSC Ewha in Korea. In Korea, about $9 billion of mobile voucher gifticons are discarded every year. On the other hand, 440,000 low-income teenagers live in Korea. Donut is a platform donating surplus resources like gifticons to low-income teenagers in welfare blind spots. Low-income teenagers can use gifticon received from Donut to purchase necessities and food at their destination, thereby contributing to no poverty, which is SDG's first goal. Moreover, Donut facilitates the circular flow of surplus resources that would otherwise go to waste, promoting sustainable production and consumption. Thus, it also contributes to responsible consumption and production, which is SDG's 12th goal. Now, let's take a look at how Donut actually contribute to the SDGs 1 and 12. To attract users and encourage donations, Donut provides wallet service. With the Google ML Kit text recognition version 2, user just add scattered gifticon images from the gallery and manage them effortlessly. They're automatically donated if expiring in under 30 days. As you want, donate them immediately. Also, we send notifications 7 days before donation using Google Firebase Cloud Messaging. As beneficiaries can easily verify their eligibility by scanning a single photo of their welfare card with the Google ML Kit and can get donated gifticon boxes with simple steps through Google Map API. ATTI. Just find the nearby stores and enter the required amount. They can buy whatever necessities in the store with received gifticons, which are enhanced using Google TensorFlow. After using, you can send a message to donor. Also, there are other features help. You can archive history and messages and promote donations. Don't be wasteful. You can create value without being wasteful.
Noah and I are back, and this time with Team Donut. So please welcome me in bringing Team Donut to the stage, and over to you, Noah.
Hi, thank you, Rachel. And thank you, Team Donut, for being here today. What I really liked about your solution is its global impact or potential impact, starting with Korea, and then the fact it could be useful for many other markets. And actually, the fact you offer social and commercial success, and that is promising for the viability of your venture. So kudos on that. And with that, I'll go to my first question regarding market and competition. And I would ask, what existing solutions or platform does Donut compete with? And how does your approach differentiate itself to effectively address the need of low-income adolescents?
Okay, so before answering the question, hi, we're Team GPE, and thank you, Judgy and Rachel, for having us today. We're so honored to be invited here. For answer to the question, Donut competes with the South Korean government's policy, which provides welfare cards worth around $6.5 per meal for adolescents. However, these supports are not sufficient for purchasing essential goods and can also end up stigmatizing teenagers. So Donut addresses this issue with different approaches by utilizing gifticons as a means of donation. Unlike welfare cards, gifticons are a common payment method used by everyone in South Korea, so we cannot tell which one is beneficiary or not. In summary, Donut differentiates itself by providing a negative stigma-free support to low-income adolescents by cycling surplus resources, basically offering a more effective and sustainable solution.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the answer. I really like the way you mentioned government could be a competition, because you really show here how you come up with a novel approach that really brings innovation into the table in ways governments simply don't always do. So thank you for that. And also for using the technology, as you mentioned, to actually breaking the stigma around a very sensitive social issue. So thank you for sharing all of that. And with that, I'll go to my second question regarding sustainability. So how do you plan to ensure scalability and sustainability as users' numbers grow for Donut?
Okay, in Donut, the gifticon allocation function and image super resolution use a lot of server resources. Actually, we already processed them asynchronously in the code, but we use just one instance. So, for more audience, we will separate these functions using Spring Eureka and focus on auto-scaling them separately. This means we aim to optimize auto-scaling within our MSA to handle increased user number more efficiently. Furthermore, to make a global impact with our service, we intend to migrate our database from Google Cloud SQL to Google Cloud Spanner. As you know, Spanner is a globally distributed database that supports strong ACID transactions and horizontal scaling. This migration will enable us to provide faster access and stable transaction for our global users.
Yeah, thank you for that. And thank you for the really clear explanation and answer here. And how you really approach scalability on the technical side. Doing that, I would suggest also putting sustainability for scale in mind, and scaling with care, meaning don't lose sight of the impact you want to get while you grow with this venture, and make sure you have the mission always in your mind as you want to change the world. So thank you for that. And thank you, Team Donut, for sharing here your really novel, innovative approach and this very mature and comprehensive solution that's perhaps almost market ready. So thank you for that.
Thanks so much, Noah, for those questions. And thank you, Team Donut. And yes, also agree on a gift that keeps on giving, and particularly in a really benevolent way in removing the stigma so that folks who are in need can get what they need. So thank you, Team Donut. And that's it for questions for this team. On to the next demo.
Fantastic. Now let's head over to Indonesia to hear from Team Glutara. Glutara empowers diabetic individuals through real-time glucose monitoring, data visualization, and a supportive online community. Glutara leverages the power of Google technologies such as Android, Flutter, Firebase, Google Maps, and machine learning to scan food and provide insightful nutritional information. Glutara is solving for SDG 3, good health and well-being, 9, industry innovation and infrastructure, as well as 11, sustainable cities and communities. Let's welcome the team members from Bandung Institute of Technology.
Imagine waking up every day navigating unpredictable blood sugar spikes, painful finger prick, and the threat of sudden medical crisis. This is the reality of 500 million people diabetes worldwide today. But what if there's a way to solve this problem? Introducing Glutara, an IoT-based system that checks blood sugar continuously with zero finger prick. Yes, zero. Glutara aims to solve SDGs focusing on health, innovation, and community. It starts with a tiny sensor, wear it anytime, anywhere. The sensor reads your glucose level using near-infrared spectroscopy at precise wavelength just underneath your skin. It converts raw signal into glucose data processed by our machine learning algorithm wirelessly to your phone. You can easily check your glucose level anytime within the app. To ensure you don't miss any medical treatment and healthy activities, Glutara provides reminder or notification. Additionally, you can log your activities including meals, medication, exercise, and sleep patterns, allowing you to gain valuable insights into how your activities affect your glucose levels. With Glutara, being on your own doesn't mean you lack some support. Share your glucose level in real time with your family just by using the integrated Google Maps to connect with nearby user or using the QR code provided by the app. When your glucose spikes high or drop low, an alert instantly calls for support, connecting you with your family exactly when you need it. Glutara also has a food scanning feature powered by Gemini AI to analyze a food image and show its nutritional insights within seconds. This can be done by taking a picture directly or uploading a food image into the app, empowering you to make informed dietary decisions and reducing the risk of sudden increase in your blood sugar level. With Glutara, envision diabetes management without stress. Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to effortless diabetes monitoring. Glutara, a key to your diabetes journey.
Thank you, Team Glutara, for joining us today. And I also have Judge Sarah here with us. I'll pass it over to you, Sarah, to do an introduction and ask the team some questions so we can learn a little bit more about their project. Over to you.
Thank you, Rachel. I'm just so honored that I get a chance to meet you all today. My name is Sarah Murphy-Gray, and I'm a senior program manager based out of the greater Washington, D.C. area. So my first question for you is, are results designed to be shareable with the user's primary physicians? Will you share a little bit more of your thoughts on who is able to access each user's health information?
Okay. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for having us. We are so excited to be here to share more about Glutara. So, Sarah, regarding your questions, sharing user information with primary physician is essential for comprehensive diabetes management. Physicians who best understand the patient's conditions need access to glucose monitoring results and activity logs to make informed decisions. Glutara serves as a valuable companion to physicians, offering critical insights that enable faster and more effective treatment. Currently, Glutara allows users to share real-time glucose information with family members, enhancing support during potential emergencies. In the future, we plan to introduce features that enable glucose data sharing with primary physicians in various secure formats. This will assist in better patient care and ensure that Glutara enhance rather than replace expert medical advice.
Okay, thanks, Dylan. I'd like to add what you just shared. So, Glutara also prioritizes data privacy through advanced encryption and carefully designed data structure through easy and secure sharing. We believe there are two key groups who should access the application. The first one is the healthcare providers, such as primary physicians, who need access to health data to oversee patient care and make critical recommendations. And the second are the family members, such as parents, partners, and children, that should be informed to provide necessary support and care. In summary, Glutara empowers both healthcare providers and family members with vital health information while maintaining the highest standard of data privacy and security, ensuring a robust support system for the user.
Thanks so much. Okay, so I have one more question. Given the global impact of diabetes, have you thought through which languages Glutara will be available in? Will you share plans for expanding?
First of all, we want to thank you once again for the question, Sarah. We understand the global impact of diabetes and the need for accessibility and inclusivity. For the initial launch, Glutara will be available in English to reach a broad international audience. However, we also have a comprehensive roadmap to support multiple languages. Our first priority is Indonesian language support to make this vital tool accessible to users in our own country. In the next step is adding more languages, of course, spoken in countries with high diabetes prevalence, such as Mandarin in China, Hindi in India, and Urdu in Pakistan. We will also enhance our food scanning feature to recognize local foods from various countries, helping users track their nutritional intake more accurately. By prioritizing language inclusivity and cultural relevance, Glutara aims to be a truly global tool for diabetes management, accessible to diverse population worldwide.
Wow, I am really impressed with many things. I'm impressed with your expansion ideas. I'm also impressed with your integration of Google tooling in your solution. And your user testing strategy was especially thorough and well planned. I think it's incredible that physicians will be able to access this information. And I know it can be a challenge trying to navigate who will have access to what as it relates to health information. All of that said, I'm just really excited that you plan to expand your tooling and your solution. And with that, I'll pass it back to Rachel.
Thanks, Sarah. Sarah, thank you so much for those questions, and thank you, Team Glutara, for answering those. I want to add a little bit of piece in terms of the project. I really appreciated the component around your future scalability to localize, especially foods that are ethnically appropriate for a particular group, because so many times the suggestions that might come from physicians may be incompatible to the food offerings that are germane to a particular family. So I really, really appreciate that. So that's it for questions. Thank you, Team Glutara, and we're over to the next demo.
Thank you, Rachel.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to introduce BYTE from Pakistan. BYTE is an AI-powered nutritional assistant that simplifies dietary choices by analyzing food labels, offering personalized advice, and suggesting healthier product alternatives. BYTE was built using Google Cloud, Google Custom Search Engine, and Google Vision API. And the team is solving for SDG 3, good health and well-being, 4, quality education, 10, reduced inequalities, and 12, responsible consumption and production. Let's meet the team from NET University of Engineering and Technology.
For some, this is what buying grocery looks like every day. And for others, feeling left out starts at an early age. We're Team BYTE from NED University, Pakistan, and we aim to solve these issues with our app, BYTE, a personalized nutritionist in your pocket. Getting started is easy. Fill out the form to let BYTE know more about you. Mention any goals, allergies, or any other dietary restriction you have right now, and BYTE will handle the rest. Upload any relevant nutritional document that you have, and BYTE will also consider that in its responses. That's all you need to get started. Looking to buy products at the store? Well, take a picture of it to know if it's good for you or not. BYTE will quickly give you advice, fully personalized on your data. And it's all backed with citations. Click on Get Alternatives to get better, healthier options for yourself, like vegan-friendly peanut butter. You can click on the link to order it right away. Or you could also click on the heart icon to save it for later. Scrolling down gives you options for recipes that you can follow along instead. And it's not just facts labels. You can take a picture of any product for advice, or even your fridge to get ideas for recipes. Got any questions? We've got you. BYTE will answer your questions, fully backed with citations. Looking for someone who has a similar condition to you? Our community feature lets you interact with posts, like, comment, and reply to other people. You can share recipes and stories to bond with your community. Best of all, we've got full app language support for greater accessibility. Thank you for considering BYTE.
Sarah and I are excited to welcome Team BYTE to the stage, and over to you, Sarah.
Welcome, Team BYTE. My name is Sarah Murphy-Gray. I'm a senior program manager in Google Cloud, and I'm based out of the greater Washington, D.C. area. It's so good to see you all, Team BYTE. I am going to ask you a few questions, but I'll start with the first one. You mentioned that users can choose to stay anonymous to protect their privacy. How might you navigate uploads of healthcare documents that include their name and address?
Hey, I'm Aisha. First of all, I would like to thank Rachel and GDSC for hosting us, and thank you for the wonderful question, Sarah. So we at Byte are very much focused on ensuring user privacy, and for this purpose, we employ different levels of abstraction. Firstly, we ensure PII, that is personally identifiable information removal. So when users upload their healthcare documents to Byte, we strip it of all PII such as their names and address using keywords. Currently, we're doing this using a Python script, but in the future, we plan to incorporate Google Cloud's data loss prevention service for a more robust and comprehensive PII removal. So basically, we only use users' essential health information without linking that information back to the users themselves through the PII. So we can allow personalized recommendations while also ensuring complete anonymity.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. Hello, everyone. My name is Nabiha, and I'd like to add to what Aisha just shared. So, we use temporary storage for original documents. These are stored briefly in Google Cloud Storage just for parsing purposes. We have a Google Cloud function in place that automatically deletes these files after processing, ensuring that no PII, which is personally identified information, lingers in our system. And finally, we prioritize encryption and data isolation. All the data in the VV8 vector database is encrypted both in transit using HTTPS and at rest using AES 256 algorithm. Also, VVS multi-tenancy feature ensures that each user data is isolated and it cannot be accessed by other users in the vector space, adding an extra layer of security. By combining these measures, we ensure that our users' data is kept private and secure without compromising their anonymity, allowing them to benefit from personalized nutritional advice. Thank you. Thanks again for the great question.
Oh, wow. Thank you for the answer. So, on to the second question. Given the speed of generative AI development, how do you plan to integrate model updates within Byte?
Hi, I'm Maniba, and first of all, thanks for the great question, Sarah. I mean, with the rapid changes in generative AI, like new models and techniques coming out literally every week, it's crucial for us at Byte to just take a step back and choose wisely on what updates truly enhance our app and don't disrupt what's already going well. So our initial approach involved testing new updates through running sample set queries to gauge the performance of updates. However, we're currently developing an even more thorough evaluation system using ground truth-based metrics and even specialized tools like Ragus for evaluating our entire pipeline. Both of these help measure the effectiveness of our models and techniques. We've even started the implementation of a user feedback loop within the chat interface. So like a thumbs up, thumbs down, to gather real-time insights and validate updates. Let's take a look at how we actually implement the evaluated updates.
Thank you so much, Muniba. Hi, I'm Mahahan, and I would like to add to what Muniba has just shared. So, in terms of actually implementing these updates, our system architecture plays a huge role here. Basically, Byte is built on a modular cloud based infrastructure. We have used cloud functions and managed services like Google's Gemini. This modularity lets us deploy updates quickly and smoothly by updating APIs and configurations with minimal downtime. We are also enhancing our CI/CD pipeline to make updates even more smoother. This ensures the changes are automatically tested and smoothly implemented, which will minimize impact on users. So our approach effectively combines the latest AI advancements while maintaining a stable and effective service. We are proactively integrating new developments but are always mindful of a core objective, that is, providing a reliable and personal nutritionist experience in your pocket. Thank you so much, GDSC, for having us.
You know what? Just one, thank you for these answers. And the word that comes to mind for me when I think of all of your work is thoughtfulness. I can see this in the language availability that you've built in from the beginning, and that you've taken multiple steps in thinking through the security measures for your product. I look forward to seeing what your team does next with BYTE, and the solution and the lives that it'll impact. Over to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for those questions, and super agree with her feedback there in terms of how thoughtful your responses are and just the work in general. So that's it for questions, Team BYTE, and we'll leave you here.
Thank you.
Hi all, I'm thrilled to welcome Team Saheli from India. Saheli is a comprehensive mobile app promoting women's safety with features like SOS alerts, safe navigation, and offline accessibility. Saheli's goal is to create a safer and more inclusive environment. Saheli was built on a variety of Google technologies, including Android, Google Cloud, Firebase, Flutter, Google Analytics, Google Maps platform, machine learning, and Gemini. Saheli is focusing on SDG 4, quality education, 5, gender equality, 11, sustainable cities and communities, and 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Let's welcome the creators from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology.
To tackle the safety problems faced by women in everyday life and with an aim to create a fearless environment for women, we bring to you Saheli, the ultimate safety companion. The user can find the safest route implemented by analyzing the harassment and crime cases on that route. The route can be opened in Google Maps for navigation.
Safest route feature was the best in the app. And this app will also give them confidence about the routes they are taking.
Calling on shaking the phone, that was the best one. This calling feature helps them feel that the girl is not alone.
The user can add, call, or manage her emergency contacts. On clicking the SOS button, an alert protocol activates, sending users location, capturing image, recording audio.
For me, the more original part was the automatic photo and audio recorder, so that are saved in the database, which can be used in any case if a situation may arise.
The user can chat to Sakha, a dedicated chatbot made using Gemini AI to get the tour of the app or get personalized safety tips and how to use the features of the app. Find nearest police stations and hospitals in one click. Here is the high-level architecture of our app.
Yes, surely India needs this app. Definitely India needs this app. Absolutely, concerning with the current women's safety scenario, I think if this app contributes even more so, it will be helpful.
Now join me and welcome Team Saheli and Jason. Jason, I'll pass it over to you to do a quick introduction and ask the team some questions.
Hey, thank you. For those listening in, thank you for joining today's session. My name is Jason Davenport, and I'm a tech lead with our Cloud Developer Relations team. It's been a great privilege of mine to be able to be the judge of Team Saheli's project here, and it's been so fascinating and great to see all the different things that Team Saheli's bringing to actually helping individuals around the world with privacy and safety. So my first question to Team Saheli is actually in that same line. Knowing the trust that users want to place in your platform, what are some things that you can do to both protect the individual's privacy in this and ensure that bad actors cannot actually join the platform and use it for malintent?
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you so much, Jason, Rachel, and the whole Google team for giving us this amazing opportunity to represent our project and inviting us to the demo day. I would like to answer this question. Yeah, so our Saheli app Saheli ensures user safety and privacy by following best practices as following. Firstly, we collect only essential data like emergency contacts and location sharing during emergencies. And the data is encrypted in transit and at rest using advanced protocols like Jetpack security and SQL Cipher. Moreover, Sensitive information is stored using encrypted shared preferences, and the user can disable features like video recording and location sharing when not in use. Apart from this, our policy clearly outlines data practices and user rights. Furthermore, we detect and flag suspicious activities, and users can report such suspicious activities which we promptly review. Phone email confirmation, JWT tokens, and two-factor authentications help us to deter fake accounts. We also follow strict OWASP guidelines to protect against all safety vulnerabilities. Apart from this, we inculcate real-time data adjustments in routes for unpredictability for avoiding malicious usage. These measures ensure Saheli remains secure and private, balancing safety with personal information protection. Thank you.
Great. That's so awesome to hear about all of the both the technical and the process ways that you're helping to keep user information and users safe on your platform. So let's shift over to our second question then. What else could you think about or do in order to proactively determine guidance when someone is in a particular situation? And how could you actually automate this and remove the setup that's needed in order to help a user get safe guidance without additional configuration?
Thank you, Jason and Rachel, for having me here. I would like to take this question on behalf of my team. So, Saheli ensures accessibility and zero setup guidance for effortlessly safety. With voice commands and wearable integrations such as smartwatches, you can activate safe routes hands-free. Our machine learning algorithm analyze anonymized user data, and frequent or commonly used routes are pre-cached for quick loading. Saheli also ensures that zero setup guidance for effortlessly safety life. And while using our safe route feature, automatically users use our current location as the source location and frequently set destinations such as home or your workplace for quick route planning, so you can cover in emergency situations. It also identifies nearby emergency services such as hospitals, police stations in real time. If no emergency contact is added, the police helpline number is used. Saheli makes safety smart, simple, ensuring seamless protection without the hassle of setup. Thank you.
Great, thanks for that. This project's been really great to see all of the different methods here that we could talk about safety for. And in judging and talking with the team about this, I love seeing the variety, and I encourage the team how we can really flush out 2 or 3 of these things. That way people can use this and use it safely, and then start to really build trust in the platform and have things like safe walks and all those things for it. So big thank you to the Saheli team for all of the work that you've done for this. And back over to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you for those questions, and thank you, Team Saheli, for those responses. I really love that you were able to debut your project at our Google for Developers Build with AI event, which is great. A great way to get that demoed and get some user feedback. And I love the smart integration that you all mentioned in terms of being able to do that in real-time scenarios that are particularly escalated. So thank you, Team Saheli, and that's it for questions for now.
Thank you.
Hello again. Join me as we head over to the Spoonshare team. Spoonshare aims to reduce food waste and hunger by facilitating the redistribution of surplus food from events and restaurants. Spoonshare was built with Android, Google Cloud, Firebase, Flutter, Google Analytics, and Google Maps platform. Spoonshare is solving for no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, clean water and sanitation, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, and partnerships for the goals. Let's welcome the creators from Deogiri Institute of Engineering and Management Studies.
Hello everyone, we are Team Innovation Squad from India. Nearly 0.4 billion people or 29% people suffer from hunger. Spoonshare aims to connecting the surplus food with those in need by addressing the 3 SDG goals: zero poverty, no hunger, and partnership for the goal.
Start your journey on Spoonshare with a simple login using your Google credentials. When someone uploads a picture of free food nearby, our trusted NGOs verify it and sends an approval. Approved food listings are showcased on the home screen for everyone to see. Explore more locations with the free food nearby using our interactive map view. If the food cannot be eaten, our integrated recycling plants ensure zero wastage. Volunteers receive notification about nearby free food. You can even join us as an NGO and enlist yourself on our platform.
मैं ग्लोबल फाउंडेशन है ग्लोबल फाउंडेशन की तरफ से और सिद्दीक वेलफेयर सोसाइटी की तरफ से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ और हमारा स्पून शेयर के साथ में कोलैबोरेशन हुआ है और ये टीम बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है.
नमस्कार, मी राहुल गणपतराव सतपुते, जम्बो केटरर्स यांचा प्रो प्रायव्हेटर. आपण हे सगळं उरलेलं अन्न आहे हे आपण स्पून शेअर आपला दान करण्यात येणार आहे.
नमस्कार, माझं नाव सुजात कळसकर आहे. मी फार्मसी रिसोर्टमध्ये काम करतो आणि मी स्पून शेअर जे आहे ॲप डाउनलोड केलेलं आहे. तुम्ही पण स्पून शेअर डाउनलोड करा.
Jason and I welcome Team Spoon Share to the stage. I'll pass it over to you, Jason, to do an intro and ask the team some questions.
Great, thanks, Rachel. Thanks for those of you joining in. My name is Jason Davenport, and I'm a tech lead with our cloud developer relations team. First off, a big thank you to the Spoonshare team for your submission. And what I love about your app here is the completeness of vision and the simplicity of the vision that you have to offer within that, in particular for helping to feed and make sure that the world is fed as a part of that. So my first question to you really comes around the data piece of this. And that's, how could you think about integrating social data to help improve and validate your listing quality and make sure that you're matching as many people as possible for available food that may be available in that area?
So, hello Jason, hello Rachel. Thank you for having us here. Every year, nearly 2.4 million people suffer from food insecurities, despite of the available surplus food. At Spoonshare, we are passionate about bridging this gap. Our app has already facilitated the donation of 1,000 plus kgs of food wastage and alleviating hunger. Currently, we have over 1,500 active users who regularly provide valuable feedback, helping continuously improve our platform. I am Sanika Chavan, and I am excited to share how Spoonshare leverages social data to improve the food listings and match as many people as possible with the available food. We use the real-time notification system via MQTT technology to alert the users about the new food listings within a 30-kilometer radius. Our helpline features also offers immediate assistance, and geolocation tagging helps users to find the nearby locations. In future, we also plan to integrate user ratings and reviews and utilize the data analytics and machine learning to optimize the matching process, ensuring the food reaches to those in need. We have also integrated a recycling feature into our platform, which ensures that the non-consumable food which cannot be eaten by the individual is recycled, supporting zero wastage and sustainable development. At Spoonshare, we believe it's not about the journey, but it's about the goal. We have valuable feedback seen from thousands of app downloads and developed a robust strategy. Our mission is to nourish lives and creating smiles. Thank you so much.
Great. I love hearing about some of the things that you're doing, in particular how you can use user data to also improve listings on the platform for that. So let's also talk a little bit more about AI and ML in your platform. And specifically, how could you think about using more AI tools and technologies to maximize the impact of specific food? That is, creating different combinations of food that may maximize the nutritional content that someone may get, and then maximizing how this can get to the neediest of individuals who may need it the most.
Thank you, Rachel and Jason, for having us today. To address the scalability of AI in creating combination food options that maximize the impact of available food components and reaches the neediest effectively, we have ensured several AI-driven enhancements in our application. I, Krishna, would like to answer this question on behalf of my team. First of all, as mentioned by Sanika, facts, figures, and surveys which we have done, and we have concluded a forum that personalized recommendation in which AI will be taking the user's previous data, which previous meal user have taken, and according to it, AI will be prescribing which food distribution system, food distribution he should go. Another is image nutrition ML detection system, through which by integrating an image nutrition detection algorithm, user can take a picture of available food and AI will analyze the nutrition which are present in it. A user will be also able to gather information about the components which are present in food, whether he is allergic to it or not. Social media integrated chatbot, implementing a social media integrated chatbot with the enhanced user engagement and scalability. The chatbot will be providing real-time features, real-time updates about the feature, and user will be able to track the nearby distribution system. AI optimized route mapping. AI can be used to optimize the delivery routes and foods distributions. By analyzing traffic patterns and distance, AI can create a most efficient traffic route through which people can cover a multiple distribution point and have a proper meal. And last one, audio integrated chatbot. Enhancing the chatbot with audio integrated capability will make app more accessible and accessible to users who have less literacy rate and more about the audios. Thank you.
That's great. And for the team, I mentioned the vision here at the outset. I also love how much feedback you've been able to incorporate to the app to real time. So as you look for improvements, continue focusing on those simple user journeys, because that's what really makes something like this so impactful. And I love seeing the different steps you're taking with this here as you improve it and integrate these different components. So thank you again to Spoonshare for all of your great work on this. And Rachel, I'll pass it back over to you.
Thanks, Jason, for those questions, and thanks, Team Spoonshare. Really, really appreciate the work that you're doing in order to meet the needs that are local and immediate of those who are experiencing food insecurity. So thank you, team, and over to the next demo.
Hello all, it's my pleasure to introduce Team Nicless from Turkey. Nicless is a mobile app and hardware device that offers personalized support for smoking cessation by tracking habits, setting goals, and providing real-time data insights within a supportive community. Nicless was built with Firebase, Flutter, and Google Maps platform. The team is focusing on SDG 3, good health and well-being, and SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. Let's welcome the team from Yıldız Technical University.
Hello, Google Solution Challenge. We are thrilled to present our Project Nicless, aimed at United Nations good health and well-being by reducing nicotine addiction and helping people quit smoking.
Hello, I am Yasemin Atmaca. I was responsible for content creation and design in the project.
My name is Behzat and I was responsible for Flutter development.
I'm Elif Rem. In this project, I was responsible of leading and coordinating.
My name is Babak and I was responsible for hardware design.
We realized alarming statistics surrounding smoking-related illnesses and deaths. We decided it was time to leverage technology for a positive change, addressing a significant societal issue. Our application employs cutting-edge technologies to create an effective tool for smoking cessation. We designed hardware connecting to vape device because we believe that by informing users about their daily smoking habits, we can help them smoke less or quit altogether. But that's not all. We created a mobile application using Flutter. As you can see, users enter their personal information, and our application keeps track of everything. With a user-centric approach, our app offers real-time tracking, personalized progress reports, and a supportive community. We integrated our hardware with Firebase to deploy our app and provide a seamless experience. Well, let's talk impact. We started deploying our application starting from our university campus. Encouraging students on the campus, we witnessed inspiring stories of the people successfully reducing their smoking habitat who feel optimistic about quitting smoking using our app. Our journey doesn't end here. We have ambitious plans for the future. Our hardware equipment is a bit inconvenient and hard to use. By making it smaller or optimistically making vape producers equip their vapes with this hardware, we hope to convince more users to use our app. We aim to expand our reach, collaborate with healthcare professionals, and continuously enhance our application's features. Together, let's make a healthier and smoke-free future a reality.
Awesome. We have Team Nicless here with us. Unfortunately, Nilay couldn't join us, but graciously, we have Sarah back to be able to introduce herself and ask the team some questions so we can learn a little bit more about what motivated them and where the project is going. So over to you, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. As you may know, my name is Sarah Murphy-Gray, and I'm a senior program manager at Google focused on responsible AI. And I'm based out of the Washington, D.C. area. So I'm really excited to dig into your solution today. So with that, I'll share my first question. How is Nicless different than other competitor apps on the market, and what unique features do you provide?
Hi, Rachel. Hi, Sarah. On behalf of Team Nicless, we are really happy to be here with all of you guys. Every year, nicotine takes more than 8 million lives. Reducing nicotine use can significantly cut water consumption and CO2 emission, paving to a cleaner, more environmentally more sustainable environment. Coming back to your question, Sarah, cessation apps have always been around. But considering the surge in the widespread usage of these e-cigarettes, this app-simple approach might not be the solution anymore. Nicless is different from other smoking cessation apps because it directly connects to your e-cigarette. This connection lets us monitor your progress more accurately than apps that only use self-reported data. We can exactly track when and how often you smoke and even identify what triggers your smoking.
Thanks, Babek. I wanted to add the fact that Nicless also includes a map that shows where smoking is allowed and where is not, helping you make smarter choices. Looking ahead, we plan to add a feature that stops e-cigarette use in places where it's banned, helping you follow local rules and support your journey to quit smoking.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's definitely different than what I've seen on the market. So here's my second question. Are there other ways that AI can be used within Nicless? And have you thought about potential AI features that can help people quit smoking in addition to chat support?
Hello, everyone. I'm Elif, and it's a great honor to be here today. We believe that artificial intelligence can greatly aid people who are quitting smoking by making the process way more effective. By using special machine learning algorithms, AI will not only track when and how often you smoke, but also understand the triggers behind your smoking habits. And with this personalized knowledge, Nicless can be designed to provide timely, customized interventions such as motivational messages, progress reminders, or suggestions for alternative activities.
Thank you, Elif. Also, I want to add that beyond just reacting to reactions, artificial intelligence will learn from your progress. It will adapt and improve over time, becoming more sensitive to what helps you the most. This continuous learning process means that the support you receive from Nicless will go stronger as you make the progress and can be customized specifically to your needs.
Wow, the work that you're doing, I can see it impacting so many lives, and it's such a challenging topic. So thank you for sharing the answers to those questions. I'm still really intrigued by your integration of the solution with e-cigarettes themselves, and being able to show data to users through this integration, hopefully leading to data-driven decision-making. So thank you so much for sharing today, and I'll pass it back to Rachel.
Thanks, Sarah, for those questions, and thank you, Team Nicless, for those responses. I really appreciate your interventive solution here, especially with a very relevant way that folks are currently smoking, being through cigarettes. So thank you for that, and those are all the questions we have for you right now. And over to the next demo. Thank you, Team
Thank
Nicless.
you, Sarah. Thank you, Rachel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alicia, and I lead the GDAC program in Europe. Let's now swing over to Germany as we welcome team ExoHeal. ExoHeal leverages AI-assisted therapy to make hand paralysis rehabilitation more accessible, aiming to improve patient outcomes through a combination of robotics and AI. It was developed using Android, Angular, Google Cloud, Firebase, Flutter, Google Assistant, machine learning, and TensorFlow. ExoHeal is tackling SDG 3, good health and well-being. Let's now welcome the creators from Constructor University.
On one family vacation, I met my paralyzed uncle for the very first time. I saw him struggle to perform simple tasks like brushing his teeth and buttoning his shirt. Like him, 61 million people globally suffer from hand paralysis due to stroke and spinal cord injuries from accidents. Hospitals lack sufficient resources to support all these patients. For instance, in India, hospitals possess only 200 robotic rehabilitation devices for 1.2 million patients. These devices are slow, non portable, and expensive, making rehabilitation inaccessible. To tackle this, we worked with neuroscientists and physiotherapists to develop ExoHeal, an AI assisted robotic glove connected to a user friendly app that make hand paralysis recovery accessible for all, in line with SDG 3 and 12. Using a robotic glove, patients can perform rehabilitation exercises in the comfort of their homes. Our system offers AI driven rehabilitation by learning from the patient's progress data and providing real time adaptive assistance, meaning patients put in the right amount of effort to recover faster. With gamified levels and a point based system, patients stay engaged and motivated to do their exercises. After each exercise, a report is sent to the doctor via the app, enabling doctors to remotely guide multiple patients through their recovery. Our system is quick, portable, and affordable, bringing the price down from $30,000 to just $1,000. Our app, built with Flutter and Firebase suite of services, connects to a robotic glove via Bluetooth. With Gemma, patients get exercise recommendations and adjusted treatment levels based on their recovery progress. To test this, we've partnered with hospitals and worked with 7 doctors and over 50 patients. Initial results showed patients recovering 30% faster. This is made possible through the team's expertise in robotics, app development, design, and research. We are working to secure all necessary medical device certifications and launch ExoHeal right after. Let's help paralyzed patients heal with ExoHeal.
Thanks for joining us here today, Team ExoHeal. Over to you, Sarah, to do an introduction and ask the team some questions.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see your faces. My name is Sarah Murphy Gray, and I am a senior program manager working on responsible AI, and I am based out of the greater Washington, D.C. region. Thank you so much for joining. My quick question, or my first question, is how did you measure the success of the AI recommended exercises to be sure that they are actually helping the patient?
Well, first of all, thank you, Rachel and Sarah, for having us here. We have collaborated with physiotherapists and neuroscientists to ensure the AI recommended exercises follow clinical best practices. And during our clinical beta trials, we recorded patient progress by seeing the movement of finger flexion, extension, and grip strength. We used a scoring system based on these metrics.
Using these, we then recorded patients' progress over the course of 3 months. The patients using the basic ExoHeal system improved by 60% in mobility and 80% in muscle strength. However, though, when the patients use the AI recommended exercises, these numbers jump to a whopping 74% in mobility and an 86% increase in grip strength. We believe that as more patients use ExoHeal, the AI would continue to evolve and learn and help these patients recover faster.
Wow, those are such impressive results. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so my second question is, what were some challenges that you faced when integrating AI into your project, and how did you solve for them?
Thank you so much, Sarah, for the question. Since hand sizes and movements are quite sophisticated, one major challenge for us was ensuring that the data we fed into our AI models was accurate, diverse, and that it represented various patient conditions. So we addressed this by collaborating with doctors and patients in a clinical setting to gather this data on their finger movements. Then we updated our models with this new data while ensuring that security and privacy is maintained in ways that comply with HIPAA standards.
After that came the challenge of making sure that this AI algorithm is adaptable for each individual patient, as everyone works differently. To achieve this, we used a technique called transferred learning, where the AI borrowed knowledge from pre-trained weights from similar tasks. And we also use something called reinforcement learning, which lets the AI learn through trial and error and basically suggest the best exercises that could be used by the patient to achieve faster progress, basically faster recovery. I hope that answers your question, Sarah.
It does. Thank you so much for sharing. I just want to say I am really impressed. I feel like you all have thought through the health regulations that you may be asked to face, and that is no small task. I'm also really impressed that you're offering both hardware and software, which I believe could be expanded to different areas of the body in the future. So just thank you so much, Team ExoHeal, for sharing and for doing all of this incredible work. Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Sarah, first for standing in for Nila. I really appreciate your questions. And thank you again, Team ExoHeal, for responding. I really love the robotics component of it, as you said, because you really need to capture the sophistication of hand mobility. So I'm really looking forward to see how this project continues to grow. So that's it for questions, and over to the next demo. Thanks, team.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. Let's head over to Nigeria to hear from Team Alpha I. Alpha I is a mobile application that empowers users and healthcare professionals in sub-Saharan Africa by enabling early detection of eye diseases. Alpha I was built with Flutter, Google Cloud, Firebase, Gemini, and Vertex AI. Alpha I is focusing on SDG 3, on good health and well-being, SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, and SDG 9 on industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Let's welcome the team from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology.
Hi all, this is Team Alpha I. According to WHO, there are approximately 2.2 billion individuals worldwide who experience near or distant visual impairment. Nearly half of these cases could have been avoided with proper preventive measures. In numerous regions across Africa, the challenge of preventable blindness persists as a significant public health crisis. Cataract stands out as one of the primary causes of avoidable vision impairment and blindness, impacting a wide range of age groups, from the elderly to even children. Our solution comprises of both a user-friendly mobile application and a web application. So basically, for the mobile app, you register, then you log in, and then you have the choice to either scan your eye directly or you upload an image of your eye. So basically, the app makes use of the device camera for cataract detection. Then our AI-based processor scans for cataract upon capturing your eye image and offers guidance if an ocular disease is found without providing medical advice. And we took it a step further by integrating into the database of certified clinics in Africa, recommending the nearest clinics with certified doctors for users, ensuring easy access to professional care. Then we also integrated Google's generative AI, Gemini, to help people to answer frequently commonly asked questions regarding cataract. For the web application, our software aids doctors in diagnosing ocular diseases, complementing but not replacing a comprehensive examination by medical professionals. So hospitals can partner with us, create an account, gets verified, and then they can have access to creating doctors. And the doctors that have been created or assigned to each hospital can then add patients and then proceed to scan the ocular fundus of the patient to detect whether the patient has ocular disease or not. Much thanks to Google for arming us with tools such as Flutter, Google Cloud, and others for helping us to build a solution that addresses SDG goals 3, 8, and 9.
Join me in welcoming Team Alpha I and Judge Eric to the stage. I'm going to pass it over to Eric to introduce himself and ask the team some questions. So over to you, Eric.
Great to be here. I'm Eric Brewer. I'm a Google Fellow focusing on cloud infrastructure and used to do some work with eye care in India. So very excited about this project. So my first question is, I see you're doing great work on improving diagnosis, but I'm curious, how does that translate into actually improved healthcare? Because cataracts often require surgery or travel, and diabetes is a difficult thing with education and behavior change. So how do you improve the actual outcomes?
I am Peter. Thank you, Eric, and thank you, Rachel, for having me. So to answer your question, first, do no harm is the most fundamental principle of any healthcare service. Despite the advancements in medical technology, diagnostic errors, inaccurate or delayed diagnosis persist throughout all settings of care and continue to harm an unacceptable number of patients. Improving diagnosis is a critical aspect of enhancing overall healthcare quality and outcomes, and our solution, Alpha I, leverages AI to improve diagnostic accuracy, which directly translates into improved patient care in the following ways. Firstly, early detection and intervention. A study found that 68.8% of 925 cataract patients were unaware of their condition. Early detection of conditions allows for the use of less invasive treatments, lifestyle changes to slow the progression in the case of diabetic retinopathy, timely interventions such as blood sugar control and laser treatment, which ultimately leads to reduced healthcare cost. Secondly, reduce cost and accessibility. Improved diagnostic capabilities via our solution provides preliminary diagnosis without the need to travel. And then also there's local management of early stage conditions, which is crucial, especially in regions in Africa where there's limited access to healthcare. This approach enables healthcare systems to prioritize urgent cases, manage less severe conditions locally, and improve patient outcomes while optimizing limited resources. Then lastly, education and behavioral change. We are making use of Gemini to educate users, and we are also liaising with doctors to include educational modules in the app. So these educational modules include stuffs on condition management. These modules emphasize blood sugar control, regular exercise, and dietary adjustment, ensuring patients adhere to lifestyle changes and treatment plans for better healthcare outcomes. Thank you.
That's great. So it sounds like your focus is really on early diagnosis and trying to catch these things much sooner. That makes sense to me. So for my second question, I noticed in your video you have fundus images, which are the round images for the back of the eye. You can't really take those with a camera. So how do you get those?
Yeah, thank you, Eric. My name is Testimony. Thank you, Rachel, for having us. So according to your question, diabetic retinopathy requires detailed retina imaging, known as fundus photography, to diagnose conditions such as microaneurysms and hemorrhages. These images are crucial for examining the retina, blood vessels, and optic discs. In our demonstration video, we showcase a frontal eye image collection process using a mobile device's camera. This method is primarily for screening conditions like cataract and is not sufficient for diagnosing diabetic retinopathy. Understanding this limitation, we consulted healthcare here in Africa who are professionals, and we were able to identify that many hospitals in Africa possesses fundus imaging equipment, but they face issues like resource constraints and long patient wait times. To address these challenges, we developed a web application that allows doctors to upload fundus images and receive AI-assisted diagnosis. This too streamlines the diagnostic process. It improves efficiency of and patient care. Additionally, our mobile app lists nearby certified clinics for follow-up care, ensuring patients have access to necessary services. In the future, we are planning to develop an IoT device capable of capturing fundus images and providing real-time diagnosis that enhances accessibility and accuracy in ocular disease detection across Africa. Our solution integrates mobile and web technologies to bridge gaps in eye care services, aiming to reduce preventable blindness in Africa by at least 60%, where a significant portion of the world's blind population resides. Thank you.
That's great. And I worked with the Aravind Eye Hospital in India, and they did develop some low-cost fundus cameras, which I'm sure they'd be happy to share with you. And so just to summarize, I think this is beautiful work, and I would, again, focus on the early diagnosis, as you said, and also on follow-up care, which would be critical for a lot of these cases, especially diabetic retinopathy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric, for those questions, and thank you, Team Alpha Eye, for those responses. Your solution that is mobile makes it super wildly accessible for folks who may not have access to that kind of healthcare treatment, diagnosis to potentially get treatment and prevent some long-term health issues. So great job, Team Alpha Eye. And that's it for questions. And over to the next and last demo.
Hi all, I'm excited to come over to the United States to hear from Team Therapute. Therapute revolutionizes physical therapy by offering free 24/7 access to personalized rehabilitation guidance. This AI platform analyzes user recordings and provides real-time feedback for optimal recovery. Therapute was built on a number of Google technologies, including Google Cloud, Firebase, machine learning, and MediaPipe API for pose detection, and they are solving for SDG 3, good health and well-being. Let's give a warm welcome to the creators from Georgia Institute of Technology.
Hey everyone, we're Team Therapute,
where physical therapy
meets computing.
Here's Jamie. She has a difficult time adhering to her physical therapy routine, and she's not alone. 50% of patients show non-compliance to at-home exercises. And this is a huge problem since it increases the chance of re-injury. Here's our solution. Introducing Therapute. Here's our dashboard. Let's check out today's exercises first. Here, I'm recording myself doing dumbbell thrusts with bad form. Now that I'm finished with my exercise, let me upload it to Therapute to get some analysis back. I can see that some of my form is off. My elbows aren't tucked in, my feet are too far apart, and I'm not bending down enough.
Let's get some more context from a PT.
To be able to identify when the patient is going outside of an accepted standard of error with a shoulder flexion or anything. If we're wanting the patient to be with arms closer together and they're having a tendency to flare their arm out, that being able to be identified and cued properly for the patient would be very helpful. What I will typically see in the elderly population is they will not always utilize the options that they do have to report. People are sometimes resistant to wanting to type out the information, whereas having a discussion and being able to explain it is certainly a whole lot easier. I have worked with patients who have had to travel over 3 hours, certainly within rural locations, third world countries, that can be even more difficult.
Therapute is committed to the good health and well-being UN Sustainable Development Goal. We provide first-world innovation by using advanced computing to reduce re-injury rates and create third-world inclusivity by increasing PT access in resource-limited settings in underprivileged communities.
Therapute utilizes a variety of Google technologies, including Cloud Run for hosting, Firebase for authentication, Medium Pipe for post detection, Cloud for overall architecture, Artifact Registry for video storage, Secret Manager for video encryption, and Gemini for user interaction.
Let's build a healthier tomorrow with Therapute.
Eric and I are back, and this time to welcome to the stage Team Therapute. Eric, I'll pass it over to you for introductions and to ask the team some questions.
Great. Eric Brewer, Google Fellow. I lead Cloud, including some of the project that you're using for this, so that's exciting to me. I'm also excited because I've torn my ACL twice and I've needed physical therapy extensively, and it's not that easy to do, which leads to my first question, which is, it is sometimes hard to follow these physical therapy protocols, and I'm curious if you have any feedback from patients about whether making the videos and then reviewing feedback is something they're really willing to do, and whether that increases the effectiveness or not.
Hi, I'm Ohm. I'd love to take this question. Thank you, Eric and Rachel, for having us. And yeah, we've gathered some valuable feedback from friends and family members who've undergone physical therapy, in addition to the experience of an actual PT from our interview. Patients have mentioned that managing PT exercises on paper was difficult, not just in terms of the time-consuming task of sticking to training regimens, but also ensuring that they're doing them with correct form, as many of the motions they can perform can be difficult and complex. With limited access to live PT sessions, they believe that having a web application to manage training plans and receive instant exercise-specific feedback would make it easier to perform more complex exercises so they can stay on track. Actually, in the earlier version of our web app, patients received a live feedback while performing their exercises. When we tested this with friends and family, they expressed a desire to upload their videos and receive instant feedback as an embedded video, and this led to the development of our new workflow. Using Therapute, patients can now save time by providing a comparative analysis of their exercise form, so they can simultaneously view their incorrect form and their corrective feedback, making it easier to incorporate and adhere to PT changes.
Thanks, Om. I'd like to add to what you've shared. In addition to instant feedback on specific exercises from user recordings, therapy users noted that having some sort of conversation or reporting system to note how they felt during their exercise sessions would be helpful, since it's difficult to always get a hold of check-ins with a physiotherapist. We aim to help to bridge this gap by giving users the ability to chat with an LLM so that they can address their concerns about the training session as it happens. This feedback can then be summarized and provided back as a patient monitoring report to PTs. This will enable them to dynamically update patient training plans and assist them with their needs. Therapy users have told us that this time reduction eliminates any additional strain associated with recording and uploading videos to our web application.
Nice. I can see the time reduction being a pretty useful goal here. So that sounds great. I also noticed that your service is free, but you have quite a set of expenses. You obviously have to store and analyze video, which is not cheap. So how do you expect to cover these costs?
Hi, Eric. I'd like to take this question. First off, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. It's an absolute pleasure. And to answer your question, Eric, absolutely. Our main goal with Therapute is to help reduce the strain on physical therapy patients worldwide, especially those in resource-limited settings in third world countries. You know, it's absolutely shocking that over 1/3 of the third world population lives more than 2 hours from the nearest physical therapy clinic. And we want to help alleviate these challenges by providing our platform at no cost to all physical therapy patients worldwide. To do this, we employ a two-pronged approach, utilizing a multifaceted funding strategy and scaling in a appropriate manner. On the resource side, in more resource abundant settings like urban and suburban areas of first world countries, we charge a nominal pay-per-usage fee to PT clinics for using our software. We're also exploring licensing Therapute to healthcare insurance providers for PT clinics. In more resource-limited settings, like rural areas and third world countries, we plan to cover operating costs through a combination of donations and strategic partnerships with organizations like Google.org, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the WHO, and more.
Thanks, Shrikar. By the way, I'm Pranav, and I'd like to add on to that. On the technological side, we designed our application to host most computationally intensive modules through Google Cloud Services, which enables patients to access our application even with limited internet connection and device power. All of our required resources are paid by usage. Thus, this helps us scale our costs based on the number of users we have in each region of the world, enabling us to be flexible in the deployment of our product. For example, using Google Cloud Run, we're able to scale Docker instances of our front end and back end according to usage rate. We also opted for a simpler, less expensive form analysis algorithm with static vector analysis and dynamic time warping instead of our previously planned autoencoder methodologies. In the future, we plan to create a premium tier of Therapute with more computationally intensive ML frameworks, and profit from this would actually help us offset costs associated with providing the platform for free in third world countries. Based on our solution architecture and funding strategies, we plan to provide Therapute for free for all patients around the world. Thank you.
Well, that's a lovely answer. And as a first world user, I'd be happy to subsidize people around the world getting access to technology. So congratulations on that approach.
Great. Thank you, Eric, for those questions. Thank you, Team Therapute, for those really comprehensive responses. I really appreciate your solution to help either maintain or accelerate the recovery of many of physical therapy patients by making sure they get the corrective intervention. So great job on this project. And that's it for questions for the judges. Thank you, Team Therapute.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm so encouraged for the future because of all these amazing ideas. Thank you to the final 10 teams and the judges. All right, we just watched these amazing demos. Which do you feel had the greatest impact or the coolest technology? This is your chance to vote for your favorite solution using Slido. Join Slido and look for the People's Choice Award tab where you'll be able to vote for your favorite team. You can only vote once and the polls will close in a few minutes. This will be your last chance to vote, so please head over to Slido now. As we wait for the votes to come in, we wanted to share some tips this year from this year's final 10 teams. Each student shared a little about what helped them create meaningful projects and tips that you can follow in developing the next big solution. Let's see what some of the students had to say.
My advice to all the student developers around the world is to be open to constructive criticism and always have confidence.
If you want to do something remarkable, then don't be afraid to push yourself and take risks. Remember that great things are not achieved from within your comfort zone.
Think big, start small, and keep moving forward.
Don't try to be perfect from the start. Improve through feedback and keep it a rating.
Focus on building projects that address real-world problems, as this will not only enhance your skills, but will also make a meaningful impact.
Creating a great project starts with a great team who are willing to collaborate and put their energy into an innovation they believe can change the world.
My tip for software developers team is to divide tasks based on each member's expertise. This way everyone can focus on what they do best and can progress faster.
Test your project with real users and iterate based on their feedback. After all, our goal is to help others, so make sure it fits their needs.
If you have an idea that you're passionate about, just go for it. Set aside a weekend with some of your friends and figure out how to build it.
You don't have to be an expert before you start. Never tell yourself that you can't do something because you don't know how. Just start.
My tip would be to always consider different perspectives and approaches to problems. Be open-minded and curious.
You don't have to be perfect to make an impactful project. Just think about your community and don't doubt yourself. You've got this.
Spoken like true experts. These student tips emphasize the importance of process over perfection, collaboration over individual perspectives, and keeping the user and community at the forefront when conducting a successful project. Thanks for those great gems. Now, to the moment we've all been waiting for. The teams have presented their demos, they've answered questions from judges, the judges have deliberated and have determined the 3 winning teams. And now, in no particular order, I present to you the 3 winning teams of this year's GDSC Solution Challenge. Can I get a drum roll, please? Congrats, Team ATTI. Congratulations, Team ATTI. You tackle UN SDG number 3 with your app to improve the daily lives of those experiencing dementia using Gemini, Flutter, and Firebase. Not only does it offer practical guidance, but foster emotional support for those in need. Well done. And the next winning team for this year's GDSC Solution Challenge goes to Team Wound Care. Congrats. Your clear vision to meet the needs of food insecurity with the innovative use of AI and geolocation is impressive. There's a scalable future with your solution to turn scarcity into surplus by partnering with local businesses and organizations. We're really proud of what your team has put together. Congratulations, Team Spoonshare. And for our final GDSC Solution Challenge winning team, we have Alpha I. Congrats. Your project leverages the use of Vertex AI, Firebase, and Flutter technologies to create accessible, advanced screenings for more accurate medical diagnosis. This is such a visionary project in supporting people with limited access to healthcare in preventing long-term disability issues. Incredible work, Team Alpha I. You should be extremely proud. Major congratulations to these amazing teams. Myself and the GDSC community want to extend our biggest thank you for you participating in developing these remarkable solutions. You all are making the world a better place. Okay, everyone, we're not done yet. Votes on Slido are now closed, and it's time to share the winner for this year's Solution Challenge People's Choice Award. Are you all just as curious as I am? So let's see, I'm supposed to be getting in the winner, and it's Team Saheli. Huge congratulations, Team Saheli. The people have spoken. You have earned bragging rights as the People's Choice winner for the 2024 Solution Challenge Demo Day. Congrats again to all our winners this year. You've worked hard to get here, and we celebrate you. Thank you to all the teams that presented today and to all the teams around the globe that participated this year. You all are the architects of the future. Keep ideating, iterating, and inspiring. How's that for an alliteration? But in all seriousness, the impact that you're driving in your local communities is important. And the GDSC community is looking forward to seeing what you continue to build in the future. Okay, all. Before we close out, I'd like to take a moment to say one more thing to you, our viewers. Thank you for joining us today to cheer on these incredible teams. It's been an inspiring demo day. So what did you think about this year's demo day? Do you have a moment to share your thoughts with us? We want to hear from you. So please share your feedback by using this QR code or visiting the URL on the screen. Also, if you'd like to learn more about joining a Google Developer Student Club at a university campus near you, visit goo.gle/GDSC. We hope the 2024 Solution Challenge has inspired each of you to keep finding ways to use technology to build for good. Thanks for tuning in.